Hey, what's up everybody? It's the People's Crypto. I'm back again with another video. We have some pretty interesting news to discuss today. Before we dive into it, please keep in mind that this video is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research and please seek out a financial advisor with a background in cryptocurrencies and or digital assets. Alright, so the first story is titled 5 Major Banks Exposed for Moving Trillions from Mobsters, Onecoin, and Drug Cartels. According to the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists, the ICIJ, 5 major global banks have been exposed funneling trillions of dollars in criminal funds in recently leaked FinCEN files. The massive leak is 2,100 documents spanning from the year 2000 to 2017, which shows fraudulent funds flowed almost effortlessly through JP Morgan, HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank, Deutsche Bank, and Bank of New York Mellon. The world's regulators are supposed to be regulating the tainted dollars that flow through the financial system, and the United States has a number of financial regulation entities. However, the recently leaked FinCEN files indicates that the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, and other regulators rarely prosecute the world's banking cartel. 2,100 documents implicate New York Mellon, JP Morgan, HSBC, Deutsche Bank, and Standard Chartered in facilitating a number of sketchy financial transgressions. These documents were revealed to 108 news organizations in 88 countries, and the ICIJ and BuzzFeed broke the story. 2.4 trillion in illicit funds are laundered each year, the story notes, but authorities detect less than 1%. So far, the leaks sent to the ICIJ and BuzzFeed have uncovered over 2 trillion in fraudulent funding that was processed by the world's leading banks. Moreover, the investigative journalists have found even more evidence, and the tallied number of illicit funds continue to climb. So this is just absolutely outrageous, because since we're in the cryptocurrency space, we have to fill out something called KYC, and that is Know Your Customer, because they believe that we are moving or cleaning illegal funds. They want you to document or give them documentation of your pay stubs. They want you to identify who you are via driver's license, passport, or government issued photo ID. They want you to give them your social security number and provide a bunch of other documents so you can indicate to them you are who you say you are, and you're not a drug dealer or someone who is in the criminal world. Keep in mind, the banks are allowing people in the criminal world, the drug cartels, the mobsters, the people who are doing all of these illegal activities, the same illegal activities they deem to be very, very bad. They're washing their money in their banks. Meanwhile, crypto is bad. Crypto is rat poison. We're using it to launder money. Meanwhile, they're laundering their money. Like, this is completely outrageous, and this just goes to show you the fear of digital assets. They do not want you to have any type of wealth or any type of money. They don't want you to become rich. They don't want you to have generational wealth. They want you to be dependent on them and their old crumbling system. Mind you, they get all of this money, this illegal money from these different illegal entities, and they still mismanage their funds. And then they want to charge us monthly maintenance fees. They want to charge you to take out your own money. They have all of these different fees that they charge us to hold our money in these institutions. Meanwhile, the mobsters, the drug cartels, and all of these other entities that are in the illegal crime world, they get to do whatever they want. They turn a blind eye. I think it could be that they just actually might be afraid of these different illegal or criminal entities, because they can potentially make a family member disappear. They can break a leg. They can, do all of these crazy things to these people in the traditional financial system. So I think there's also that fear that's there. A good show to watch would be The Ozarks. Actually, excellent show. Kind of delves into this a little bit, but nonetheless, that's the thing. Like, we're in crypto, we're trying to protect ourselves from inflation and this currency reset that they're trying to implement on us all. And this just makes absolutely no sense that we're the bad guys, but yet the real bad guys, or the people they deem to be the bad guys, are allowed to do whatever they want in the traditional financial system. So it's completely crazy. But then again, it makes sense because they're the same group of people, or the traditional financial system is completely afraid of Bitcoin because it takes away power from them. So of course they're going to badmouth it, but at the same time, it's just ridiculous that the same evildoers, as they would call them, or terrorists or drug cartels and mobsters, these people that they deem to be bad people, they're doing business with them, making money. And for people who are taking their money out of the traditional financial system, we get the label of we're drug dealers, we're laundering money, we're doing all of these crazy bad things, and this shouldn't be allowed. They've shut some people's bank accounts down if they seen that you were making purchases for Bitcoin or Ethereum on Coinbase. They've done all of these crazy things to prevent people from exiting the financial system. And they don't want you to leave the financial system. They still want to take your cash, charge you these crazy maintenance fees, withdrawal fees, and overdraft fees, and all of these crazy things they want to throw on top of you. But yet the real criminals who they're doing business with, they are allowed to do whatever they want. They don't have to do KYC. And if they do KYC, they turn a blind eye. They completely ignore where the money's coming from. But if you're trying to buy Bitcoin, Monero, or any other cryptocurrency, you're considered the bad guy. So this just goes to show you that if, mainstream traditional financial sector is telling you Bitcoin is bad or cryptocurrencies are bad, then you maybe should be buying cryptocurrencies and taking your money out of the old financial system because they want to reset. And interestingly enough, I think with this particular news, I don't think this leak was something that, how should I say this? I think this leak was on purpose, because now they're going to say, you know what, let's regulate ourselves. Let's create a digital financial system or a digital dollar, or, all of these things that we know that's coming down the line. I think this just is going to incentivize them in doing it faster. So they're just going to roll this stuff out faster. But yeah, all of the mobsters and drug cartels are still going to be doing business with them. They'll be washing their money, but it'll be digital now. They're still going to allow them to do whatever they want until, there's a crazy collapse that happens. But this goes to show you, if you are in the cryptocurrency space, you're extremely early, and you should definitely, not investment advice, be looking into putting your money into gold, silver, or possibly even Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies with a good use case. So let's take a look at the next story. It says Iran grants Bitcoin miners exclusive access to electricity from 3 power plants. It says Iran has granted Bitcoin miners exclusive access to electricity generated from 3 power plants for their mining activities, according to State Power Utility Thermal Power Plant Holding Company, TPPH. And this just goes to show you that other countries get it. Their fiat currency is not doing well. The people there are not necessarily doing the greatest. So they're looking to escaping the old financial system, and they're embracing Bitcoin mining because they need revenue. They need money there. They need a way to protect themselves for what may be coming down the pipeline very soon, and that is a great reset. We all know there's going to be a great reset, and if you don't know, I will leave a link to the World Economic Forum's announcement of a need for a great reset, which will be happening in the next coming years due to this current public health crisis. So this is a pretty interesting story, and this just goes to show you, you are extremely early. if you are fortunate enough to still be working and still have some disposable income to be buying Bitcoin and or other digital assets with utility. So let's take a look at the next story. And this one says, a survey, 26% of institutional investors set to increase cryptocurrency purchases. A recent study compiled by cryptocurrency insurance company revealed that over 25% of surveyed institutional investors, who collectively manage nearly $80 billion of assets, are planning to increase their digital asset holdings. Now, this has been out and about. We know that Fidelity is getting into the cryptocurrency space. They are already going to be allowing their wealthy clients to invest in digital assets. Unfortunately, for us regular people with 9-to-5 jobs, we are not going to be allowed to invest with Fidelity. However, we do have decentralized exchanges. We have Coinbase, and I do not recommend you buy from Coinbase. We have Kraken, we have Binance, we have all of these different exchanges, these different onboarding platforms where you can buy your first couple Satoshis or Bitcoins if you have it like that. But we are extremely early. If you are in this new asset class, you will be doing relatively well if you pick the correct cryptocurrencies with utility. Obviously, Bitcoin is number one. It probably should be your main focus. If you're new to this whole sector, and I can't stress that enough, I would say get as much Bitcoin as you can, accumulate as much Satoshis as you can till you get to your 0.28 BTC or your first Bitcoin. It should be something like that. Obviously not investment advice, but that should be somewhat of the goal if you're in this new asset class. Let's take a look at the next story. It says Brazilian fund manager and Nasdaq to launch world's first Bitcoin ETF. Brazilian's Hashdex is teaming up with Nasdaq to bring the world's first Bitcoin ETF to Bermuda Stock Exchange. Regulated Brazilian fund manager Hashdex has inked a deal with Nasdaq to launch the world's first crypto asset exchange traded fund on the Bermuda Stock Exchange, the BSX. So this is insane because we've been waiting here in the States to get a Bitcoin ETF, and we're probably not going to get one for a couple of years, or we may never get one. We really don't know what's going on. The Bitcoin ETF that we're supposed to get sometime in the States would help or hopefully bring mass adoption to the cryptocurrency space and hopefully get Bitcoin to astronomical numbers or price, but that may not happen. However, this is extremely big news, but no one's paying attention as usual, and this is probably not going to affect the price of Bitcoin and or any other cryptocurrencies. So we'll just have to continue to wait here in the States, unfortunately. And let's take a look at the current prices. We have Bitcoin is at $10,537.79. Ethereum is $345.98. Tether is $1. XRP is 23 cents. Bitcoin Cash is $217.39. Polkadot is $4.19. Binance Coin is $23.97. Chainlink is $8.75. Crypto.com is 15 cents. Litecoin is 44.56. Bitcoin SV is 155.17. Cardano is 8 cents. EOS is 2.58. USD coin is $1. Tron is 2 cents. Monero is 92.79. Tezos is $2.14. Stellar is 7 cents. Neo is $19.67. And Leo is $1.24. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be. Usually it's $1. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you're listening on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're listening on LBRY, please repost the video, or you could leave me an LBC tip. If you're listening on ODYSSEY, please like the video and hit that, I think it's a fire button or something like that. Yeah. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you for listening, and I will see you guys and gals later.